Hey guys, it's Kim. Welcome back to my channel. Happy Thanksgiving! I am here with a tag video. I was invited to do this by DW from Dub's Beauty Diary, and she wanted to do like a Friendsgiving themed video and came up with 15 questions for us to answer. And I will link her channel down below. My understanding is that she's going to have a playlist for all of us who participated in this tag. But once again, I wanted to say happy Thanksgiving, and I wanted to let you guys know how thankful I am for all of you. I really appreciate how we can chat in the comments and how kind everyone always is and supportive. And this has been such a fun thing for me to do, and I guess I don't tell you guys enough how much I really just enjoy interacting with you and doing this for you. And I really appreciate the fact that some of you have been here since day one, and I just love that. Okay, so the first question is, have you ever hosted or been invited to a Friendsgiving? And the answer for me is no. I've never hosted one. I've never been invited to one. Holidays are always so busy for everybody, but I have to travel for holidays. So I just kind of concentrate on what do I need to do to get myself out the door and to my family's house. I travel 3 hours to get to my family, but I would go to a Friendsgiving. I've just never been invited to one. I don't even know if anybody that I know has Friendsgiving. And if they do, they don't invite me. Next question is, what eyeshadow palette makes you think of a Thanksgiving feast? And to me, it's this Natasha Denona gold palette. I just think that this is like the gold packaging. It's so fancy. And I think about Thanksgiving sometimes being a little bit fancier. Like I know for my family, Christmas is the holiday where we all sit around in our pajamas all day and sometimes even go to come to the dinner table in our pajamas. But Thanksgiving is one where people might drop in or out that we haven't seen in a long time. So I always try to do a little bit of a zhuzhing up for Thanksgiving. And this palette, I've been wearing it more often, and it's just so beautiful. And I know you can't get it anymore, so I hate to be like that girl who's like, this palette, but it really is. This palette is just so beautiful, and it does make me think of like holidays, specifically Thanksgiving. Question number 3, what beauty product are you most thankful for? I am always thankful for a really good like moisturizing base, because I feel that when I have that moisturizing base, my makeup just lays over it nicely. And I used to wonder, why is this product so popular? And why do I keep going back to it? And that is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. This is an all-in-one primer and moisturizer, and it is just gorgeous. I can wear this when my skin is more oily in the summer. I can wear this when my skin is a little bit drier in the winter and in the fall. And the one thing, I think I was talking to Amy, her channel is Amy Melissa. I think I was talking to her about it, and we figured out that it's because it doesn't make your makeup pill. Doesn't matter what I put over this, it doesn't pill. Now it's an expensive product, but I use so little of this and it goes a long way. And it just feels really good on my skin. It preps my skin and things don't pill. So yes, you could use just a thick moisturizer or a moisturizer, but I have found that some of them do make my makeup pill and this doesn't. Number 4, what is your favorite fall themed makeup product? Well, I'm from New York State originally. I live in Pennsylvania now, not far from New York State. But this Nomad Hudson Valley palette really makes me think of fall because, I mean, duh. It is fall in the Hudson Valley. And I grew up not far from the Hudson Valley. And when this came out, I was almost screaming. I had to buy it. And I've worn it a few times, and I love everything about this. I love everything about it. I love the colors. I love the embossing in the pans. I'm going to kind of get close. There's New York State. It's embossed there. You can see pumpkins, little beer steins, grapes, New York State again, a farm, donuts. I mean, this is just so stinking cute. There's apple trees in this green one. I mean, this is New York State to me. This is home to me. So this absolutely makes me think of fall, but especially home in the fall. What is your go-to color story for the season? I feel like I have to go with this Anastasia. And we didn't have to pick palettes. I just chose a palette to kind of show you a color story. But I love neutrals. And I feel like this sultry palette especially, you can zhuzh up the neutrals. You can put some of these really fun shimmers over it. You can deepen the look with this gray shade and the black, and then put this pop of silver over it, or put this pop here. It's called Cinder. It's more of like a taupe. You can make it a little playful with this like light pink color and throw that over it. I really find that over the holiday season, I utilize this palette more often than I do any other time of the year. If I could only wear one lipstick for the holiday season, what would that be? This would have to be just strictly for the holiday days, not for the entire season. So maybe I messed this one up a little bit, but I love this shade. It's Revlon Cherries in the Snow. If you know me, you know that I am a little bit afraid of bright, bold colors. I'm wearing it today, but for the holiday, this is just such a pretty, like, red for me. It goes with my skin tone well. It brightens me up. And I really feel that when I pair it with like a neutral eye, this is the go-to color for me for the holidays, for the season. Number 7, what are your Thanksgiving traditions? Well, what my family and I do is we wake up on Thanksgiving morning. And, well, first of all, my mother has a nice, like, formal dining room, so we'll get out all the dishes ahead of time and set the table and put the tablecloth down, and we'll kind of start getting some hors d'oeuvres ready. And then in the morning, we wake up and we have breakfast. It's kind of like a fend for yourself type thing. Sometimes my mom will make some things, and my sister and her kids and her husband stay the night. And I think this year my brother and his fiance and her daughter are going to come and spend the night. And we all are just there. And in the morning, we get up with the kids and we watch the Thanksgiving Day parade and we watch the dog show. And of course, my nephew Max just loves that. He's so cute. He loves dogs. They all do, but especially Max. He is just a puppy little boy. He wants a puppy. He loves puppies. He always wants me to show him Rosie when we're on video chat. And then all day we just eat. And then family comes in. My two sets of my two sets of aunts and uncles come, one from my mom's side and one from my dad's side. Even though my parents have been divorced for a long time, my dad has been passed away since 2018, but his brother and his wife always come, and we have just a really nice family day. Everybody's usually gone by like dinner time. We get the kids all washed up and ready for bed. And then my sister and her husband take them home in their pajamas and they go to sleep. And then my mom and I usually stay up and watch some shows together. So that's usually my day. I'd like to know some of yours. I guess our biggest tradition is that my mother always gets the butter in the shape of whatever holiday it is. So like for Thanksgiving, she gets the butter in the shape of the turkey. And then for Christmas, we get butter in the shape of Santa Claus. And then for Easter, she gets a butter in the shape of a lamb. I mean, it's, butter. And then the Thanksgiving Day parade, of course, and the dog parade. Most of us don't wear makeup on the holiday. What is one step you will not go without? Well, definitely I wash my face and I do the moisturizing. But like if I couldn't put on any other makeup product, I'd probably put on a lipstick or a mascara. I love mascara. For some reason, I just think it transforms my eyes and just makes me look put together, even if that's the only thing that I have on. Number 9, what is your perfect Thanksgiving color story? Well, I told you guys that I really like the neutrals of this sultry palette, but I'm going to pull out another palette as well. This is the Glaminatrix Nearly Natural palette, and this is like Kim in a palette. I mean, I love these really beautiful pinky shades, these little neutral shades. This lighter green color is gorgeous, and then it has this pink. It has a little bit of like a coral. And they just, I mean, you can see the shift if I go like this. They're gorgeous. And it's such an easy palette. And I feel like when I'm home visiting, I don't want to have to take long to put a look together. So this is really something that I can just pull out and put a couple shades on, and it always looks good. So this one for sure. What food, let's see. I'm looking down because that's where I have the questions. Ooh. What food are you most looking forward to at your Thanksgiving dinner? Pumpkin pie with whipped cream. Oh my gosh, I love pumpkin pie. And my mother always home makes whipped cream, so it's like just cream. And it goes on top of the pumpkin pie, so it's not too sweet. And she doesn't add any sugar to it, and it's just homemade whipping cream. You know, she just whips it until it's whipped cream. And oh my God, it's so good with pumpkin pie. I think I cover up the entire pumpkin pie with whipped cream. Like you can't even see the pumpkin pie. And then I'll have pumpkin pie later on while my mom and I are watching shows. And then I usually have it for breakfast too. And not many of us like pumpkin pie. I think my brother does, and me, and I think my brother-in-law, and that's it. So I almost get the whole thing. It's fabulous. Who in the beauty community would you invite to your Friendsgiving and think deserves more recognition? This is really hard. So because I don't want to leave anybody out, I'm not going to tag anybody in this video except DW because she's the one that invited me to do this. But you guys know who you are, whom I would invite. It's those of you that I talk to, that I have visited, that I interact with in Instagram messages or through comments. But really anybody that is trying to do something on YouTube, I feel deserves more recognition. It's very hard to grow, and I've never had a goal to like grow my channel, but of course we all want that, right? We all want the recognition. We all want to grow a little bit. But here's what I would like you guys to do. If you have a YouTube channel, this is usually a faux pas thing. You're not supposed to like shout yourself out in other creators' comments really, but I'm asking you to do that today. If you have a YouTube channel of any kind, it can be beauty, it can be crafting, it can be commentary. I don't care what it is, sports, Lego building, you dig holes for a living. I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. I guess unless it's like really like dirty? No, I don't know. Put it down below so that people can come and check you out. Because I think that me having you do that in the comments is the best way for people to find other people. And yeah, I'd like you to do that. I'd like you to put your channel name in the comments so people can come and find you. And I would really appreciate that. What is your signature dish you always bring for a potluck dinner? I bring a crock pot macaroni and cheese, and it is super easy to make, and it's so good, and I love it. So that's what I end up bringing, and I really like making it because I get to bring home the leftovers, and then there's not much left, so I can enjoy it a little bit. But, you know, I live by myself, so there's no way I'm making a whole entire crock pot of macaroni and cheese just for myself. What fragrance or scent is your favorite for the fall season? I really love vanilla scents, but I'm going to showcase a few of my scents that I always find that I like to rotate through in the winter and in the fall. So here they are. The first one is this Ellis Brooklyn Sweet perfume. I'm not sure the scent notes, but it is gorgeous. It's sweet without being sickly sweet because I don't like sickly sweet. If I remember, I'll try to put the scent notes somewhere up here so that you can read them. It's so good. Another one I really like is Burberry Her. You don't really hear a lot about this perfume, but I've had this for a long time. This was one of the first higher priced scents. Luxury brand scents, I don't even know, that I've bought, and I just love it. I love it. And then Floral Street Wild Vanilla Orchid. Oh, I mean, look at this bottle, first of all. Gorgeous. And then the back, you know, same thing pretty much. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. But I just love this scent. It's so good. And then finally, another one that I really love is Ellis Brooklyn Salt. Now this one I haven't used a ton because I just used up a travel one. That's why I bought this, because I just was like, I just had to. So I will put the scent notes on the screen so that you guys can read them and decide if it's maybe something you would like to purchase. Do you prefer a bold lip or a bold eye for holiday gatherings? I would rather have a bold eye and do a neutral lip. That's kind of my go-to with anything. If I'm going to do bold, it's usually going to be a bold eye. Every once in a while, I'll do a neutral eye and a bold lip, and that's fun for me. That's me getting out of my comfort zone. And then last but not least, what is the palette that I used for my finished look today? I used the Sigma Ivy eyeshadow palette. So I'll show you the shades that I used. First of all, I used Mead in my transition area and Clove in the crease. So I'll show you those. And I kind of blew out the transition area. And then put that Clove in the crease and a little bit on the outer edge or outer V. Then I went in and I took a Thistle and I put that in the outer V and kind of dragged it out. And that one is just a really pretty, like, smoky blue, denim-y blue. So it's really pretty. And then I went in with, and first I put macaron all over my lid to start. That's how I set my primer. I set that with macaron. And that's right there. It's this like pretty shimmery shade. But I thought that would be really like nice base shade. Okay, then I went in with, I put Elixir on the outer half of my lid. And I put Envy on the inner half. And then I put right in the middle Inspire. I just kind of tapped that over. So Elixir, Envy, and Inspire. And I will see if I don't even know if you'll be able to see it well, because when she did my brows, she had to wipe some of it off. I know, blasphemy. So I don't even know if you can tell, but then I put these over. So this is my eye look, and this is the color palette that I used. But I really enjoy the Sigma formula, and I really, really enjoy this palette, and I just wanted to pull it out and use it today. I thought it would be fun to use, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to work, so I don't really need to do like work appropriate or neutrals or something like that. So I chose to have fun. So anyway, that's it. Those are all the questions, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me a little bit today. I hope I got to keep you company on Thanksgiving. If you're not watching this on Thanksgiving, that's okay. Happy Thanksgiving to you anyway. And if you live in Canada or somewhere else in the world and it's not your Thanksgiving, then I just hope that maybe you had a cozy day, or that you're enjoying this while you're working and it's maybe helping the work, or you're home, whatever you're doing. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and giving me part of your day. I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.